face. Set up lethal. And you're done, mate. Hi everyone, Yacca here. So I've really been trying to get a Frost Death Knight with 3 runes working. And I went down this burn strategy kind of approach that we had in the beginning, but the cards are not there for this approach anymore. Then I came across another YouTuber which actually did a deck which seemed like it was working when I wanted to try it out for myself, of course. And it really does. I think it really works out well. So the idea behind it, I'll just shortly state that, and then we'll jump into the deck so I can present it to you. But the idea is to combine burn and board flooding as well. Let's have a look at the deck that I am currently using. And as always, I'm leaving a deck code in the description for this deck that you see here. And shout out to Bashful, that really inspired me. I did a few changes in here that maybe suits my playstyle a little bit better, but some cards I really wanted in this deck. I've removed a Posic and a copy of Chillfallen Barons. There's only those 2 cards that I changed. I really wanted Primus to be in here. Maybe it doesn't make sense as opposed to some of the other ones because it's really a late game card. But I like Primus. I wanted it in here, so I did that. And it also gives me some rune options to really support some discovers that you're not allowed to get in a deck where you have multiple runes in there. So I really like Primus because of that. The other replacement is a second copy of Corpsicle. That is kind of your consistent way of actually doing like a small pieces of burn and chipping away at your opponent. So I would like to be a little bit more consistent on that one. So I included a second copy of Corpsicle as opposed to the list that Bashful was running. So generally the game plan is that you want to flood the board initially. You have some good 1-drops, you have some very good 2-drops as well. You generate a lot of corpses as well, which is really good towards some of the other cards in here. For instance, Corpsicle requires you to have some corpses in order for you to retain the spell. But also, Might of Menethil is really good if you want to freeze out a part of the board. And definitely also Marrow Manipulator. So if you, for instance, trade in your board, you have a clear board, then that's just 10 damage phase. So that is really a good card, and has been for a long while, also way back in the day when this was an archetype which was actually going through working well on ladder. This one is working well as the way I see it and the success I'm experiencing with it. I do see that we do beat up some of the meta contenders. You'll get to see that in the gameplay section as well. I really like this deck. It's so fun. And a different take on Death Knight. So it's really, really cool. Mulligan wise, I do want to get a curve going because it is kind of a flooding exercise. You do want your 1-drops. Dreadhound Handler is also a really good one to get. Harbinger of Winter, Mining Casualties. I could also consider keeping a Gonzomo because getting that cheese out really early is also very important. The game plan, you want to use your board initially, deal as much chip damage as you possibly can, trying to beat your opponent down, and then you have the burn towards the end instead of like a full burn strategy like the one I was trying to chase. You can freeze out a board if you're against pirates, paladins, whatever might be the case that they are on the board, and then towards the end of the game you just make sure that you burst them down with Marrow Manipulator. You have the Fury, which also deals 5 damage. You have your your Corpsicles as well. And over the course of the early game, Celiax is the module where you give all your minions +1/+1, and it's made cheaper out of the broad board that you will be able to present with this deck. I think that's the basic win condition, game plan for the deck, and also a Mulligan approach for the deck. So let's just jump in and see how this deck actually performs in action.
The Lich King! not stop me then.
Not. It's okay.
You will not stop me now.
Sure. I'm sure I can keep the board here. I also kind of wanted maybe to save the coin for Frostworm's Fury. Let's see what he drops. Maybe I don't need to respond to it just right away.
Move quickly.
Come on, rope. Burn fast out. Burn fast out, rope. Skip, your turn. Yes, please. Great. But that's a good response to it.
One knows
I do a couple of
problem.
hits in. But this is usually but then also have to be a little bit cautious around my side of the board. And Silly X is really good.
Reporting for duty.
Right? Ooh, that's also good. I am considering this one more often than that one. Yes. Or against flood. Yes, please. Then I'm gonna sacrifice this one just to make sure his side of the board is clear. And again, yes, might not be very good against the flood. But if they're big enough, I guess it's fine.
Solves any problem.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Still get rid of that. Maybe I just...
Understand the code.
Because we also develop more small stuff, but let's do this instead. That one. Change is this high noon, whatever it's called, the giants. So actually, I'm contemplating if this is too much. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, that's a good sign on my, at least. Okay, then he plans out his turn, but okay.
Reporting for duty. I can clear all the stuff. I could also do that with this one. Just bump in that one. We then do the snake oil trade first. I think that's gonna be a yes. Yeah, that's not happening. And this one. Oh, that's really nice. Still kind of good. And then we could do some stuff with that one. Maybe a ghoul, clear some stuff on that one, and just corpsicle maybe.
I smell golden in their waters.
Yeah, Horizon's Edge is gonna be amazing. Yeah, even better than freezing the board actually. I could also do that. But let's just do this. Alright. Then we do this one. Reopen the stuff. Shoot again. let's go for it once more. There we go. One damage. That's kind of the perfect response to that one. And then if he drops down some giants now, we have a good and easy Frostworm's Fury. It is kind of a setup, right? Yes, get shooting. That was actually pretty nice.
To their bones.
That one. If we hit face with just one, then we can do these two and that one. Heck yeah, let's go for it. Face. Oh man. Okay, let's just set it up then. Freeze that one, and then we'll see. He needs to do a ton of stuff here, and that is not enough.
Open your minds to the light.
GG's. And we're beating up Flock Paladins, the best deck in the game. No worries, man.
The Lich King
Ooh. Okay.
This ends now.
I like this entire hand because his deck, the Demon Hunters I've faced so far, really board centric. So I want to utilize that with my Celiacs. I can clear stuff as initiative, as AoE. I don't see what's not to like. Would love to maybe trade one of these for a one drop, but we just get one. How amazing is that? Come on, dude. Alright, alright. See what you did there? You know what? I got my own. There we go! Then play a broad board, please. That would be very appreciated. That's not broad, my dude. Is it better to... Okay, that one. That seems good. Do this one first. Only challenge is then it lines up really poorly with a hardcore cultist. But it trades well, this one. Also we can freeze a bunch of stuff, so let's see. Alright, alright. That's also really nice. I don't care, we're doing this one. And then we're gonna freeze his face! I'm gonna do that. And that's a very primary source of damage for him. Also the one that activates the location as well.
I'm flying.
My wool itches for war.
Dude is gonna be so annoyed by this. I'm still doing this right. So then next turn I can do that one, maybe into Celiacs, and then do this, or just Celiacs that one.
Either way, we're freezing his face. It's still gonna be a lot of damage with that one.
One dose serves
But this... Ooh, that is annoying. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. I am definitely doing 2, 1, 3. What can we remove? Can't remove that one. We're gonna remove the rest.
Death.
I think that's gonna be fine. That one, let me make sure I do this right. This guy. We'll make sure that we clear here. And then we clear the rest. Except for this one that's left over. But then he has one trade. We'll see.
one dose serves
Okay.
any problem.
Treasure transport.
Ugh. But you know what? Now I am just gonna freeze the board, freeze the face. Then what is he gonna do? That one. Freeze the face. Set up lethal. And you're done, mate. One card to deal 10 damage. It feels amazing. It was a close one, but we got there.